What's up, y'all? Weebs at Work here, episode 3.
I'm all about it. We're keeping on that schedule, getting it done.
HunterxHunter episodes 11 through 15.
Mm-hmm.
Third set, and I guess we're just gonna start. We're just gonna fuck it.
We're
episode
gonna 11. Do it.
All right. So what? In 11, what happened? Like they just started off like where it ended up, right? Like where Leorio is fighting against
the at
chick.
the time the hooded girl. We hadn't seen her face or her stupid hair.
Dude, when she reveals her face, Leorio's like, no. When she reveals her face, you remember that sound effect? It's like in Fairy Tale. The wow.
Oh my god, yes. Wow.
It was the best. Yeah, wow.
I fucking hate. I hate so much. Also, she looks like a character from Rurouni Kenshin.
I mean, she kind of does.
Yeah.
I mean, her eyes are so big and her hair is so... She looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh
Oh, man.
character.
Talking about big eyes, we'll get to that later in the episode.
Oh, yeah. Nice foreshadowing.
Yeah, foreshadowing. Bam, bam, bam.
And what did they bet? What was the first bet?
Man,
she was a woman or a man, right?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, my God. Leorio, like, everyone knew what he was going to do except Gon because, you know, he's innocent.
Yeah. It's like, I have to make sure. I'm touched them boobies.
No, so he does. I'm assuming he does something because he comes out and his hand is fucking glowing.
Yeah, man. I don't want that. I don't know.
What did he do? Like his hand was glowing and then he was smelling his hand. Like,
yeah,
dude.
man, rated PG-13, dude. I don't want to talk about it. Like, I could get into some deep Tumblr-esque detail.
Oh no! You know how like they went off screen and he was like the angel. Like what? I'm actually curious. Like what happened during that whole, you know, backstage scene?
I mean, he wanted to get it in. Let's be real here, but I don't know if it happened. I don't.
Did he get it in?
I mean, that's for the fanfic. That's for the fanfic writers out there.
Assemble. Right. This is left to the theater of the mind.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you can think about it all you want. The people who think about it a lot, you gross.
Shit. Are we in that category? Is this too much?
Nah, man. Side note, my fucking my beard keeps touching the fucking pop filter. It's freaking me out. I'm just like, yeah, I keep recoiling. I just thought I'd bring that up. Some
maybe it's kind of like magnetic because of the static.
Yeah, some of how the sausage is made right there.
Jesus, there you go. Behind the scenes.
Yeah, BTS.
And they start playing. What do they do after that? They start rock paper scissors.
Junkin? Yeah, Junkin and is that foreshadowing?
No,
it might be.
It could be.
Well, the only reason I know that is because of fucking Greñas. So
yeah, the whole.
That's anyway. We're not gonna talk about it now, but we have some inside information, some of that insider trading, some of that Martha Stewart.
Oh man, behind the bars.
Yes.
But she's like toying with them, man. Like she's playing them so hard.
The thing that I found really funny about this is like the commentary that the other people had on the game of rock, paper, scissors. They're like, yeah, man, there's all these statistics and she has to read his movement and this is going to happen. And he's just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know what I'm going to do.
It's like, they're like, man, it's so complicated. You got to take all these things into consideration. And Leota's just like, I mean, dude, like, what the fuck? I am so mind fucked right now.
They're just like, she's in my head, guys. I don't know how to feel.
And he's like the whole, like, I don't know if this was the first, no, because he draw it. And then he was like, after that, he was like, oh man, should I do this, but then she'll do that. And then Gon's like, yo, bro, just pick scissors and you'll win.
Hell yeah, my boy.
He's so cool. So he loses.
Yeah, because he's an idiot.
He goes rock twice. Was it rock twice?
I think so, yeah.
He panicked so hard.
Yeah, no, he's just fucking stupid. Okay, he's not stupid. It was a stupid move.
I will say everything that he did, I respected.
Yeah.
All the stuff that he did, I'm like, okay, you know what? It's okay. Rookie Crusher sucks. What's his name? Topo?
Tonpa.
No, it's not Topo.
Tonpa. Tonpa. Yeah.
That's like a weapon, right? No, that's a Tonfa.
Yeah. I don't know if his name is significant, man. Ichigo means strawberry.
Ichigo means strawberry. It could also mean Getsuga Tensho, because I feel like they're synonymous.
Hell yeah. I completely got lost in the sauce there. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I was like,
It's because Ichigo from Bleach.
Yeah.
And all he does is yell Getsuga Tensho. You know, I can't explain the joke because then it loses the meaning.
Isn't it like
not the meaning, the magic?
Isn't it like Heaven Breaker? Isn't that what Getsuga Tensho means or some shit?
I mean, I don't know. I barely speak English.
I know what like Senbon Sakura means.
Is that cherry blossoms?
It's 1,000 cherry blossoms.
1,000. Oh
and
my
then
God.
Senbon Sakura Kageyoshi is, which is the Bankai because I'm a loser, is 1,000 cherry blossoms of deadly shadow.
I mean, they're just adding words on there, right? Just adjectives. Like, just keep going.
It's anime.
It's anime.
It's kind of like, hey man, fucking fire dragons roar.
What was the bald dude's Bankai? Do you remember that guy?
Bald dude?
Yeah, the bald dude from Bleach.
The guy's bald. I don't remember. Oh, the dude, the spear dude, right?
I think so. He kind of looks like
yeah,
Hanzo
he gets
from from Hunter x Hunter.
He gets this huge motherfucking spinny sword. It's huge. It's awesome. I remember it.
I forgot.
Because
is that the guy that sword that stretches or spear that stretches?
No. It's like he can break it into 3 pieces.
Yeah. Okay.
And his Bankai's 3 pieces. It's like one giant like axe thing that's connected to 2 swords that he can spin around.
Yes.
But like that's anyway, we're not talking about Bleach.
Yeah. So it's Leodio, right? Like he goes up to Killua, right? Or he was next, right? Killua was next?
Yeah. Killua was next and one of like the coolest fucking.
They had no faith in him except Gon. Everybody else was like, man, I don't know if Killua can do it, man.
No, they were just sitting there like, oh, okay, what's gonna happen? And then they're introduced to the murderer dude.
Yeah, Jonas,
the
sector.
Dissector. Yeah, dissector or dissector. I don't know. Whatever. English.
Something like that.
And he's apparently a mass murderer.
Yeah.
He's fucking weirdo.
Did you see how many people he killed? It said that he killed 146?
No, that was the most one that he in one time. Because
man.
He's serving like 998 years.
Yeah, for sure. 900 some years.
Yeah.
And that was only one instance? The 146?
I think.
Oh, shit.
And they were all killed with like his bare hands and like, I didn't like the veins were weird.
Dude, it was so weird. He was just juicing it, bro. He bodied Kappa Stein.
I hate that I understood what you said.
It makes so much sense, right?
Yeah, I want the audience to know that I hate you. But I don't. Yeah, and then he's like crushing the rock and he has like veins in his pinkies and it's pain to see, bro. Like I'm just like, there's too many veins.
Did he have veins on his nails? Like at this point, like
know.
how far was it?
It was creepy. And then of course he walks up and Kilo is just like, it's like, damn man, you gotta forfeit, dude. You gotta forfeit, man. We can't fight. And Kilo is just like, I got it. I'm a boss.
And you get those like the sharp eyes, like the assassin anime eyes, and you're just like, oh shit.
I love that shit. He walks up and then the guy's just like, I'm gonna rip you to pieces and I'm gonna play with your little kid body.
And I want to hear you scream.
Yeah. And it's just really, really creepy. And he's like, oh yeah, the first one to die loses. And the guy's like, oh, okay. He's just like really creepy. He's like ultimate creepy. And then all of a sudden Killua goes into like purple background mode. So you know that Killua's moving really fast.
With the mirror images?
Yeah, and then all you
the
hear
echo
is
rhythm or whatever?
Nah, I don't think he did that this fight. I think he just like walked up really fast and just
up smash the fuck out of him.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden we're just sitting there and it's just like boom boom. Boom boom. And the guy's just like, it's really cold in here.
Dude, no. And the best part, when that was happening, I'm like, dude, like, I think he just stabbed him through the heart. But that's not what happened. If you would please continue on, Ray.
So we keep hearing the heartbeat in the background. And he's just like, what the? And he turns around to look at Killua. And Killua's got a brown bag. I don't know where he got the bag. I don't know where he was hiding it. And it's the dude's beating heart in the bag.
Yeah, not a dog of shit. Not pot. Not drugs.
Not a dog of shit.
and
he crafted.
Is that what it said?
Yeah, he pooped on the floor and crafted into a little dog.
I mean, it seems like he'd have the time. He pulled out a paper bag out of God knows where.
And he just put this dude's heart in it. And so, like, a long scene of the dude just like, oh God, that's mine. Give it back. and he dies. And then Killua, like a boss, puts the heart in the dude's hand.
Dude,
he's just like,
it was so cool.
And then he turns around to look at that mercenary dude who Tompa surrendered to. Say, hey man, he's like, hey man, you must be bored. You want to go? The guy's like, oh, I'm good. He's like, I abstain. I'm okay.
I'm good. You know.
And then
then they go to the room, right?
Yeah, that's the end of this episode.
Well, they also show us that the Pinhead finished.
Oh yeah, Pinhead is the second to finish.
And then there was a Hanzo.
Yeah, Hanzo was
with
third.
The cannonball arms or shoulders, I should say.
Samus Aran.
And that's when the guy who was it? I think it was Kurapika. He was like, "Bro, what technique was that?" And then Kilo was like, "What do you mean technique? I just walked up and ripped his heart out." It's just like, okay.
Yeah, I had to change my body though, and he shows him the
veins,
the creeper hand. And then to give us backstory to Killua, he's just like, oh yeah, dude, like, you think that's good? You should have seen my dad do it. He'd have ripped it out without even the guy dropping any blood. And I'm just like, it's like, man, you got a fucked up family, bro.
He's an assassin boy, living in an assassin world.
And that's credits.
Yep. And
end song is, you guys are in the room, dope,
for 50 hours. Thanks, Leodio.
Hey man, he got it in though.
I mean, you know what? At the end of the day, respect to Leodio. You know, like he is
no respect to Leodio. He's a fucking idiot. But
I mean, he did. And next episode when Tompa gives him shit, I'm kind of like, you know, like he has a point.
All right, let's talk about the next episode. We're already there.
What happened here? Because I know I specifically remember saying Crusher sucks.
I'm gonna go over everything that happens outside of the room, just so like we consolidate everything. Okay. We see more people finish. We see, yeah, that's pretty much it. We see more people finish.
Well, there's a guy that came out, and I'm like, yo, this guy's a zombie, and then he just died, and he died.
Yeah, he's dead. Like that's like the very last thing to happen in the episode, but it's like of no consequence, or it's one of the last things that happens in the episode. Yeah. Dude's like, I made it, man.
But
and then what happens is a lot of waiting. So we see they're in the room, and Gon and Killua just go looking for shit because they're kids.
Yeah, they're just trying to find something to entertain themselves with because it's 50 hours.
Yeah, and then this is where Tompa starts talking shit on Leodio.
Some of the stuff that he said it was
No, it's all truthful. Like none of it's lies, but it's one of those things where
he's doing at that time.
Yeah,
he had bad intentions.
Yeah, he's doing what he wants to do. He's creating a
dysfunctional group.
Yeah, he's trying to interject these little points where it's like, haha, you suck, haha, you suck.
It put Leodio on like perma tilt.
Yeah, it did. He was tilted.
He was tilted the whole time, and there was a guy that came out that looked like Sniper Wolf. I don't know if you know who that is.
Is the guy with the bow and arrow?
The guy with the shade and the gun. He had like 50 caliber.
Yeah, unfortunate. We'll talk about it later.
Oh, and
a lot of
the guy with the monkey.
Yeah, the guy with the monkey. Like we see a lot of the other people in the Hunter exam. This episode, like if you're looking for more like the main group, you're not really going to get a lot of it. It's a lot of nothing.
It's a lot of Leodio versus Tompa, dude. All like the
like
foot shenanigans.
Foot, and then it's just like you see Kurapika read. There's Gon is trying to use the skateboard and
almost killed somebody.
He almost killed Tompa.
He almost killed Tompa or Leodio. I'm not sure who it was.
And then they go fishing.
They go fishing?
Yeah, remember where
Gon
throws, he's like, you gotta think like a fish. And then he throws the thing and it goes into the cup.
Mm-hmm.
And then Killua is just like, I want to try it. And he catches Leodio.
Dude, did you notice that like that whole time, that whole time, they were holding it by the hooks and like they just grabbed it every single time.
No, they're not holding it by the hooks. They're holding it by the weight.
No. Are you sure? Because
it's the red bobber, and then it's
the red bobber, then the hooks.
No, I thought it was the red bobber, and then the little black thing, and then there's a string with the hook on it.
I just remember them always putting their hand around the actual hooks because you couldn't see the hooks. It's just like the whole hand was like
yeah.
They palmed it. And I was just
I'm
like,
thinking
okay,
that's
like,
supposed to be
they
a
don't
weight.
care.
Like for the fishing that I've done, because we live in a town with a lake in it, to me, I was just like, oh, look, it's a weight. So he can actually send it flying, because the bobber is a bobber. It's not supposed to weigh anything.
Yeah, like I understand the bobber and I get the weight, but
no, yeah, it's like the hook.
They were palming the hooks.
The hook is super close to the weight. And
I was thinking like, yeah, I guess, it's whatever, it's anime, who cares? But later on, like, they take measures to, not get hooked. Hit by the hook. So, yeah. Whatever. But I mean, that happened.
Yeah, and then again, just them passing time. Leodio's watching TV. They're sleeping. Gon and Killua are playing pillow fight, which is really weird.
Multiple times too. It's not just once.
And then I believe they get out.
Yeah, Tompa tries to tell Leodio more and more.
And it turns out, like, this is my big problem with this episode, because if you haven't already noticed, I didn't like this episode very much. Tompa trying to tilt Leodio really didn't lead to anything. It led to some... Well, it's because I've already seen this episode. I saw this episode years ago on Toonami when they were airing HunterxHunter. Mm-hmm. Or HunterxHunter, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And so I remembered everything, and I remember at the time thinking, I'm like, it's going to come to... it's going to come down to chingasos. Like, someone's going to fight, someone's going to get hurt. And then they get out, and they have 10 hours left of time. Out of the 72 hours they were given, they have 10 hours left to get out of the tower. And they go through all these... You see, like, clips, or not clips, but pictures, stills, I guess.
First, they go back to, like, because I remember they went back to the place they had fought. And they were like, man, we spent 30 minutes and we're back in the same spot. And that's when we get to, like, what you were saying, where it's like the whole, like, Indiana Jones shit, right?
Yeah, like the boulder, the
collapsing, like,
the platform,
walkway.
like video game shit, pretty much. Like platforms and climbing and running down hallways, and then they have an hour left. They get to the final room where they have to decide. And there's two decisions. It's one walkway is short but only fits 3 people, and the other walkway fits everybody but it's long.
Yeah, and the one with the short one would have 2 people tied to the wall with, like, manacles or cuffs, whatever you want to call them, and unless there were 2 people handcuffed there, you could not proceed. So it's kind of
So they're sitting there like, fuck, we got to do this, we got to do that. Being gone, he's just like, hey, all 5 of us are going down the long hallway. We can do it.
Yeah, like, we did all this together. Let's, continue doing it together.
And then
but everybody else is like, keeping it real. Like, it's just like, that's not feasible.
Killua, even Kurapika doesn't really say anything. At least I don't remember. He's like,
just watching the whole time, I think.
And then immediately fucking Tompa just fucking swings an axe, tries to kill Leodio. Yeah. And he's like, there's no such thing as a fair fight in a real fight. And they start going at it. And
that's when God notices that the axe chipped into the stone.
Yeah, he notices that. And he's like,
that's when he starts, like, backing up, right, to get, like, the axe.
Yeah.
And you're kind of left like, is he going to fight or what's going to happen?
What the fuck? He's going to fuck him up. And then it cuts to the room at the end, at the bottom of the tower.
Yeah.
There's only, like, they only had, like, a couple seconds left. It was literally the last minute.
Yeah, it was the last minute.
And you see Killua, Kurapika, and Gon walk into the room. And the announcer's like, oh, these 3 people, they made it. And then you hear bickering in the back, and you see Tompa and Leodio walk into the room. And they make it. So they're in the finals, or they beat the trial. They're going to the
next phase.
And that's when you notice that, or Leodio notices, like, hey, my hands are all blistered and fucked up, but we did it. And then that's when you find out that Gon, when he noticed that the weapons were strong enough to break the walls, being gone, and he's dope, they go towards the 5, they open up the 5-man one, and they just break through the fucking wall.
Yeah, they take the shortcut, and apparently there was a slide down there. And something that I noticed here, it's minuscule, but it's just, it kind of, I was like, okay, was you remember when the dude with the arrow showed up and he crossed at the same time as the other one? They were like, oh, it's a tie because they all crossed at the exact same time.
Yeah.
When Killua, Gon, and Kurapika all crossed. It's like you were 22nd. No, you were 21st, 22, and 23. It's just like, but they all crossed at the same time. Like, why isn't that a tie?
I don't think they technically crossed at the same time because when they did the close up with the feet, it's Killua, then Gon, then Kurapika step in.
And how about Leodio and Tompa then? Because they did for sure cross at the same time, and they were like 24th and 25th.
Yeah, you're right.
It's kind of just one of those things where I'm like, okay, where's the consistency? Not that it bothers me. Well, I guess it does bother me because I brought it up, but it's just fucking whatever.
It's a whatever moment.
But I mean, yeah, and then 25 people passed. Well, 24 because one person died.
I mean, he passed.
Yeah, no, he passed, but
he just died.
He passed in more ways than one.
Oh, edgelord.
Oh, I'm so good. And that's when like at the end of the episode, they're like, friend today can be an enemy tomorrow. Gon had yet to realize that they were going to fight against each other. So,
oh yeah, that's true. I do remember that they're going to be pitted in like merciless combat or some shit.
Oh
like
god,
that.
in Mortal Kombat.
Oh
god.
Oh, God.
I mean, we've already seen someone's heart ripped out, right? I mean, we're pretty much Mortal Kombat at this point.
We saw Killua rip some dudes' heads off on the fucking airship.
And fatalities left and right. Who's an assassin from Mortal Kombat? Is there any assassins? Melina?
I don't think she's technically an assassin.
Katana?
No, she's a princess.
Oh shit!
Oh, what's his name? Cabal. I think Cabal's an assassin.
Is that the yellow guy with the dreads?
No, that's the guy that has the hook swords from Mortal Kombat 3.
Okay. What about Baraka? Whatever.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Episode 13. It's just a recap.
13's a recap.
We saw Whale Island again, which was nice. It still looks like a whale.
Fucking, it's just recap of the 12 episodes that we've already seen.
Yeah, just the phases of the Hunter exam so far. A letter from Gon.
Like everything. It's like everything through Gon's eyes, which is really cool.
Yeah, he gives a comment every now and then. I can't say I heard them all because I skipped through a lot of it, but
yeah, it was just like, yeah, I have a best friend. He's Killua. Oh my god.
He's the best. But he kind of said, he's like, I'm going through the test and I'm kind of having a rough time, but nonetheless, I'm still progressing and I'm having fun.
I'm doing it.
I did it. Well,
and then
I'm doing it.
You brought this up because I completely skipped it. That they go over Gon's last name.
Yeah, at the end, like, in the letter, P.S., I love you, whatever, from whatever. And they reveal Gon's full name, to my knowledge, which is the first time, as Gon Freaks. Freecss. Is he a freak? Is this like a play on words?
I mean, it's Japan, so probably.
Gon has some short shorts.
I don't like it when you say things.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna take that out. That was weird.
Nah, don't take it out. You leave it in there.
It's just. I forgot what it was. It's just like, dude, like, why does he have so short shorts? Like, it's just weird. Like, why doesn't he get something that actually fits him?
He's wearing basketball shorts from the fucking 70s or whatever.
Whatever. No comment.
You better leave that in, you some bitch.
I'll leave it in. It's just, I don't know. It's just get some shorts that fit you, man. I don't know. Like, why can't you buy bigger shorts? I guess it's for the movement.
I mean, I don't really want to think about a young kid's short shorts.
He hunts stuff.
Yeah, okay. He does.
Episode 14.
What
happened?
14 is the training episode. They go over what the next stage of the exam is, which we're in the 4th exam.
Oh, Zevel Island.
Yeah, this is Zevel.
Oh yeah, they have to pick the numbers, remember?
Yeah.
And then Pinhead goes over there and he's just like, and then he just jams his hand, and then they're like, he just punches the box.
Yeah, everybody's looking at him like, you fucking freak. You're a freak!
Dude, what happened to everyone else in the tower? Did they just like leave them there to
rot?
They're
just dead. Like, they're either dead or they got eliminated.
But what does eliminated mean?
I mean, what happened to the dude who got eaten by the weird demon baby?
Yeah, but I mean, that was outside the tower. I feel like that was out of their jurisdiction.
No, bullshit. It's out of their jurisdiction. It's still the exam.
I mean, maybe there's just babies like that flying all over the place. You can't make them, stop.
What about all the people that jumped off into the thing to get the eggs?
I mean, they chose to do that.
The dude chose to walk down or try to climb down the tower and he got eaten by devil babies.
Yeah, but over here, it's like, if I miss, I'm going to fall to my death. And over here, it's like, oh, look. There's this giant fucking devil baby flying me away to feed the other devil babies.
It's part of the exam still.
I'm just curious, like, are those people dead in the tower? Like, did they leave them there to rot? That's my question.
Probably some of them.
I would say at least half, right? At least?
Yeah, let's say.
How many people went in there?
I don't remember. You're the one who kept tabs on that stuff.
I have no idea.
Oh, God.
Millions.
Okay.
Millions dead.
It was like 70 something, wasn't it?
Maybe 70 or 90?
It wasn't 90.
Know.
It wasn't 90. No way it was 90.
Shit.
Ow. Ow. All right, there we go. I have to get comfy.
42 remained, actually. 39. 39 went into the tower.
And 25 made it out. One of them died.
That's not bad. That's pretty good.
Yeah?
Agreed. I'm just going to say they're all dead.
Hell yeah.
Or maybe they're still at the top of the tower and they got carried off by devil babies. God knows.
We can only hope.
Yeah, but so the test is what? It's hunt or be hunted. That's what I recall.
Yeah, it's pretty much you get a number. Your number is worth 3 points, so you start off with 3.
Yeah, baseline 3.
The cards that you got was a number of one of the contestants. I don't want to call them contestants. I don't know what, because it's not a game.
We'll call them interviewees because they're trying to get a job, right?
People are dead. You pick a number, whatever number you got, you have to get that person's ID tag. So yours is worth 3, your target is worth 3, and anything else you get is 1. So you could get more than 6, but all you need to pass is 6 points.
Yeah, so the your baseline would be, as long as you have your tag and you get your targets, you have 6, or you have your tag and you get 3 other individual tags, which as long as one of them isn't your target, you get 3 more points.
Yeah, and you have to keep, because you can essentially win if you get 3 tags, your target's tag, and you lose your tag, you still win.
I'm assuming that's going to happen to one of our
one of our
party
homie
members.
Boys. Yeah. It's going to happen to Lil.
So they're picking numbers and reveal this to me.
All right.
Gon looks at his number. What is it?
It's 21. It's 44.
Yes. 44 being who?
Hisoka.
Were you surprised?
Hell no.
Hell no. That shit was coming from a mile away.
That shit was so telegraphed. And it's like,
and I loved it. Gon got so nervous / happy.
It was
question mark.
It was crazy.
I was excited.
And then after all that, and after the excitement, because I was pumped. I was like, it's gonna happen. They go on a boat. Boat ride's gonna take 2 hours. And the announcer girl is telling him, like, hey, you can use any means necessary. Oh no, the glasses dude. You can use any means necessary to take the tag, even kill your opponent and take their tag.
Yeah, those guys with like the tattoos under their eyes or whatever, they were like, man, at least we don't have to kill each other. And so it's like, by the way, you can totally kill each other. It's like, oh, that's nice.
Motherfucker. And then
his homie was like, yeah, that'll make it easier. And the guy's like, I mean, if you say so.
And then again, okay, after that, they're on the boat. Lady's telling them it's going to take us 2 hours to get there. You can do whatever you want while you're on here. Just, and then she makes some pretty cool faces. The faces were pretty dope. You
gotta know that she was so enthusiastic about this.
She
was so high energy, high level. Everyone else was not.
No, everybody else was just like, great, we have to murder everybody. And then we learn even more points to the game that they're going to be on the island for a week.
Yeah.
For, what, is it 5 days?
No, like I think the full 7 days.
Okay, so they're on the island
or 6 days. I think they said 6 days.
I don't remember, man.
Whatever.
Japan
They said
weeks.
a week time limit for sure.
Yeah, so it's a week, so you could kill your target, take his tag. Somebody could kill you, take your 2 tags. You could win in the first 5 minutes and then lose just because you got ambushed.
Yeah.
Because you have to be there for that time period.
For the whole week. It's not like you got your 6, you can leave. No, it's the whole week. And did you notice that when they were on the boat, everybody hit their tags except Gon and Killua?
Yeah, man, because they're beasts. Also, they're
That's
12.
Yeah, but I mean, bro, come on. They're 12, but Gon could... he could punch a boulder and break it.
We haven't seen him do that. We don't know if he's that strong.
Well, you're right, but I mean,
No, he's a freak.
you saw. He's a freaks. Anyways, so they get off the island, right? After like a little comedy skit with the announcer, or not with the announcer, but with the chick, telling the rules or explaining more details. It wasn't that bad.
It was bad. Okay.
Gon's on the tree. He forgot how to use his fishing pole or something, and it's just like, I got to take it to the next level, which I assumed he wasn't the next level because he was pretty accurate with that thing.
Yeah, but he'd only ever been accurate against still targets. Like, I can see what they're doing here. Like, it's a training montage. It's an anime training montage, and this is where we see
Link.
Yeah,
budget Link.
Yeah, with the bow and arrow. I know he's budget, man. He did it.
I mean, yeah, he did.
And this is a pretty cool interaction because it shows you the level of the participants other than the main cast and the people that we've already seen.
Yeah, like a lot of them might look like NPCs,
but some of them are kind of dope.
Some of them got skill.
Yeah. So, Link is in the bush. He
as usual.
He gets up and he shoots his bow, and the guy can sense that it's going to happen, and he's fast enough to almost dodge the arrow. It gives him just a glancing blow. And it's got tranquilizer on it, so he knocks out, and the guy takes his tag, and he's just like, "Hey, man, I have your tag."
At this point, I'm thinking, do you think he has any other types of arrows? Is he rocking like some kind of like inventory from like the green fucking arrow, or is it just tranquilizer?
I don't know, man. This is HunterxHunter, man. This is a weird world where it's
full of
it's like, monsters. Hey, man, like we have to use ships with sails, but we have airships.
Yeah, and fucking you got an old guy jumping out of airships.
That's different. Old guy's dope.
He was pretty cool. You got Killua who can morph his body into crazy shit. He's like a fucking animorph.
And then we have the one dude who's like, he's the fucking Capistine.
Capistine.
I hate. He has he's like, his arm is made of metal, but he's got like skin over it. He can move it. And then
his whole body's coated in like adamantium, but not adamantium.
And then he's got the fucking Kurapika uses fucking wood nunchucks as weapons.
He has.
We got guys
like swords.
Yeah, we got guy with fucking sniper rifles. It's just, it's weird.
We got audio with the suitcase and a business suit.
It's just weird. It's a weird world. Fucking Gone with the short shorts. You did this.
I mean, I'm more interested in his hair.
I mean, sure,
especially when he gets that new haircut later on. I don't know if you remember.
Oh yeah,
the guile.
Yeah,
we'll get there. But so that dude gets bodied by Link, by the Green Arrow, and that's when Gon's like, he has this fucking mid-episode training session. I'm like, this is so cool.
I wish they didn't take up the fucking second half of the episode, but
it didn't take it all up. Did it?
I think it did because it ended.
I think you're right.
It ended with him catching the bird.
Yeah, and like finding out like the whole the butterfly shit, right? And like the dude with the shades was creeping the whole time, but he never did anything.
I don't know if that's foreshadowing. I don't know if he's Gon is his target. To show up,
right? I think so. That's what it seemed like to me. Because I mean, Gon did have his ID like on display.
No, he didn't. Not at that time. He had taken it off.
Oh, but he did have it on the whole boat, right? So I'm assuming like it would make sense that he would know.
Yeah.
But that's when he's trying to go for he was going for the apples first, right?
Yeah, he was aiming at the apples.
Then he started moving the apples.
He started swinging them as a pendulum, and it was too easy to predict.
So he moved on to birds.
Yeah, so he tried to catch birds, and that was hard, and he did it for like a whole day.
It's because he fucked up on the frog. Remember, he's like, "Oh yeah, when I try to hit someone, they're gonna try and dodge." Like, "Oh yeah."
So
of
he
course.
did that with a bird, and he just couldn't.
And he protected the hooks. He put little things over the hooks to protect the bird.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Oh yeah, the little like paper or the little plastic things. Yeah.
And that's when he had the little hook condoms, and that's when he noticed that. What did he notice? Something happened.
The fish.
Yeah, the whole like how to hunt the prey. Can you recall that? Do you remember? Like,
yeah,
how his thought process was.
He's just like, I have to wait for them to do something that I know they're gonna do, in order to catch them off guard.
Oh yeah, it was like some crazy circle of life shit. It's like, okay, when the fish went for the butterfly, the bird went for the fish. So when the bird goes for the fish, I'm gonna go for the bird.
Yeah, so it's like the circle of law.
Yeah, and that's when I expect the dude with the shades to be like, and then when he goes for the fish, I'm gonna go for him.
Nah, but like Shades dude was like, man, he figured out how to hunt in one day.
Yeah, he was impressed.
Yeah, and then
he
said
fell
something-
asleep at night and he didn't do anything.
He said something kind of interesting. He was also like, that concentration is what's going to get the better of you.
Yeah, because he was so focused, right? Like, it would appear that he wasn't focusing on his surroundings, but I mean, I don't know.
I think that's what's going to teach him about, like how to get around Hisoka's magic, the concentration. Like, I don't know if Hisoka's maybe that fast or if he's like illusioning shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have no idea what his powers are.
It could be that. Like, I don't know, but I think that's what it might be.
But I mean, that was the end of the episode, right? Catching the bird.
Yeah, he falls asleep.
Yatta!
And they're like, I think it's 4 days, so I think it's a 5-day week. They have 4 days in order to...
Watch out in the next episode of Hunter x Hunter. And then we get the cool ending.
Yeah.
With the death metal auto tune.
I love that shit, by the way.
And some English at the end. You know what my favorite part about the ending is? When they start screaming and like it's a whole bunch of Hisoka faces.
Yeah.
Just like,
That's why I'm thinking they're going to change it, because I don't know if Hisoka's such a bad guy through the whole thing.
Is he the Frieza?
I don't know. He could be.
Did you notice also in the ending, like, there's like the shine comes from his crotch?
Yeah.
Why?
The best part. Wait,
What?
it doesn't shine when it comes out of you?
I mean,
You gotta go to the doctor, homie. That's not normal.
God damn. I mean, I gotta check out Obamacare.
Nah,
Someone help.
Hey, Obamacare. And it's fucking, I don't want to talk about politics. You shut your mouth.
No politics here.
And then our last episode, of this episode,
Oh,
we noticed that Gon trained so hard that his fucking palms are bloody.
the blisters, whatever it is.
He's like chucking, it's a fishing pole. You've been fishing before, right?
I've
been fishing before, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've never ever thought, I'm gonna throw this pole so hard, I'm gonna fuck my hands up doing it.
I mean, I have no idea because I've used a shovel for a long time and like I've gotten blisters, but I've never gotten to the point where I started bleeding.
No, I've gotten.
Then again, Gon is 12.
I've gotten a bloody blister before in band. When I've had to step in for like bass drummers and stuff, and you're fucking whacking that shit real fucking hard, you will get blisters.
There we go. It seems we're kind of getting an understanding of why Gon started fucking, why his hand was fucking mutilated.
Yeah. So this is where we run into
Blood butterflies.
the weird blood sucking butterflies.
What's his name? Hisoka actually named them. They were called hemotropic butterflies.
Yeah, like they're attracted to hemoglobin. Yeah.
Hemoglobin, globin, excluded.
Led Zeppelin.
It goes nothing like that.
It's Def Leppard.
But he attaches 2 butterflies to a string and then ties it around his index finger on his right hand.
That's
and uses
kinda
like
dope.
fucking tracking butterfly dogs.
so-
It was so cool, dude.
He used them. The first thing that he found with that was the
The guy that Green Arrow fucked up.
the guy who got tranquilized.
Yes.
So he cleaned him up. He put him under a tree. He's like, yeah, you won't die now. I made a face.
Oh yeah, he gave him a patch and everything, right?
Yeah, he like fixed him up. And then he, he's still following it around. And this is where we start to see.
I think he finds Hisoka, and then that's when he goes into the bush and he just turns into like a fucking rock. He just shades out, all color goes out, and he's like, woof.
And after that, this is where we find a Tompa and
guess who?
And Leorio.
I'm just at this point where you like, I needed more of this, or did you have enough?
Nah, I was just like, he's gonna fuck him over. Like, I knew he was like, it turned into something like okay, we'll explain the scene. Tompa walks up and he's like, hey, I'm not your number. Here's my number. It's like, oh, well, this is my number. And he's like, oh, you got Ponzu. And he's just like, you know who this is? And he's like, yeah, I know who it is. And then he hides, and then he says like, hey, I ate some bad fruit, so I'm gonna shit my pants. I would really like for you to give me some medicine. And Leodio's like, okay, I'll give you medicine, but give me the information you have on Ponzu. And then it goes through the whole description. Like, she's a girl, she's short, she uses chemical weapons, and that's all I know.
Do you think any of that's true?
Yes.
I think so too. And also, when that was going on, I'm happy that it was confirmed that Leota's suitcase is specifically for medical use. Like, it's a whole bunch of medicine, like medical supplies in there.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
Yeah, it was pretty good. And then
Oh, one more thing. But Ponzu, she kind of looks like the chick from Yu Yu Hakusho, the one with the pacifier. Or is it a dude?
That's
you know who I'm talking about?
Baby, yeah.
Yeah. They got like that same helmet thing, right? Like, what is that? Is that like some kind of Japanese thing?
Maybe. It's some culture shit that we don't understand because we're uneducated swine.
I mean, we're Americans. Like, that, it's it's in the DNA.
Hey man, I'm not an American. I'm a Texan. Get it right.
You see, if you thought Americans were bad, Texans are worse.
Hey man, that's not true. I can speak 2 languages, kind of.
I can speak 3.
What's the third one?
I mean,
it's like English, Spanish, and bullshit.
It's Japanese, but I mean,
it's not.
I can say a couple words. I can keep a conversation.
You can't.
Yeah, I mean, no, you don't know that.
It's like, donde está el baño?
Give me the biblioteca.
Oh my god, I'm angry. Anyway,
the Crusher is knowledgeable.
Yeah, he's a cuck, and
Tompa is the fucking worst. He's the worst. Dude. He's actually the worst.
So, all of a sudden, dude comes out from behind Leorio and tries to hit him in the back of the head with a stick.
Monkey guy.
Yeah, weird monkey dude. Leorio dodges it, but his suitcase gets lost in the air, and you see his ID, and the monkey grabs it. The weird monkey dude. It
has genitalia.
Yeah, man, I don't give a fuck about that. It's creepy.
No, bro, you're saying the creepy monkey. When he was on his shoulder, I'm looking at the monkey. It has a dick and balls, and I'm just like, bro.
Anime.
Hey,
man, I got one of those too. But only one.
Oh. It's okay.
It's not.
It's okay.
But
it's better than none.
So we figure out that Tompa traded numbers with Monkey Man because Leorio is actually Tompa's mark. His target. Yeah. So he's like, ha. I'm gonna take your ID and run. Ha. So he runs away.
Got it.
Leorio follows him. They're running after him. And all of a sudden we see Kurapika just standing by a tree. And he fucking
bodies him.
He kicks him in the face.
Dude, he sweet chin music the fuck out of Tompa. There was a good 4 seconds of Tompa doing 15 backflips.
It was ridiculous.
It was awesome. I felt so satisfied, especially with the part that happens after that when they put him on the rock and they're like, "Please do not feed."
Yeah.
And his face is all fucked up. Like, bro, you deserve this so much.
You cuck. And then
we should also probably bring up the fact that at this point he actually wants to pass the exam.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he said that when he was talking to Leorio. He brought up the inner monologue where he's like, "No, I don't want to fail at this point. Like, at this point, I want to pass." It was during episode 14 when they were when they had to pick the short route or the short route. There was an inner monologue, and he specifically stated that he really wants to pass the exam at this point because he's gotten so far.
Okay, that's cool. He seems able. He's passed every exam.
He seems strong. I mean, he's swinging shit around. It's he's
doing it.
He puts his weight behind.
Well, I mean, he's in the exam. He's in the exam, so he kind of deserves it, and he's made it so far. So I'm all about it.
It's only fair. Yeah. But please do not feed.
Yeah, and they
catch a Tarzan too, right?
Yeah, Kurapika takes the monkey, and then Leorio. I don't remember that. That's something that I guess I must have just skipped over. I was just like,
for Tompa?
No, for the monkey man.
Oh yeah, no, it's just Tarzan swinging around. Leorio shows up, and then Kurapika's he got the monkey, and then they just showed him on top of the rock next to Tompa.
Oh yeah, he was tied up next to Tompa with more animals around.
Yep. And that's when Kurapika was like, we don't know what's going to happen by the time this exam ends. I have passed already, but I can't keep it as a guarantee because they could come back and they could take them from us. So we just have to, be
smart.
careful nonetheless.
Yeah. And then it cuts back
to Gon.
Yeah, it cuts back to my boy Gon sitting in a bush because he's it cuts to the sniper wolf aiming at Pinhead. And then it cuts from that. Like, it's a really short scene.
Yeah, you're right. And then we go to Gon.
And
that's when Hisoka's walking up, right? And he's like, I see you there.
Like, you dumb bitch.
Come out.
And Gon's like, fuck, he sees me. And then
Gon keeps his cool. He's like, you know what? If this is what it comes to, then this is what it comes to.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden we get Spearman pops out of the bush. And he's like, hey man, fight me. And Hisoka's like, sure. So Gon sits there and he's like, this is my chance. I'll wait for Hisoka
to finish him off.
And while he's attacking, I'll take the ID from him.
Yeah.
And then the fight continues. Excuse me, I'm yawning. Pretty late. And then Hisoka's just dodging. And then the guy asks him. Guy's just like, what the fuck? Why aren't you fighting me? And then we notice the butterflies that are...
And Hisoka, dude. I just, like, what he said. He said, Omae wa mo Shinderu.
You're already dead. I noticed it in your eyes.
You could see it?
Yeah. No, that's what...
I was so happy.
I was dope. And then the guy was just like, yo,
please.
I respect that you want to die in battle, but you're already dead. There's no use for me to kill you.
Yeah, he's like, I don't see the point in fighting a dead man.
Yeah, so...
He sits down.
Yeah, he sits down on a log. The dude rushes him. Oh, wait, no. What did he say?
No, right before that, I think that's when Hisoka was like, bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And then the guy, charges him with the spear. And then all of a sudden, a bunch of pins fly out of the forest and just murder the dude all over him.
He got hit by maybe 14 or 15 across the head and the chest.
It's like 15. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, bro. He fucked him up.
And then, we got Pinhead Man walks out of the forest and Hisoka's like, what are you doing, Pinhead Man? Like, why?
Why'd you let him live?
Like, why'd you let him live? He's like, I just got distracted and he ran away. And then it cuts back to the scene. Oh, he asked, why was he trying to kill a man that wasn't his target? And the guy's I already killed my target, and then it cuts to the scene where the sniper is, trying to lock in.
He's scoping out. He scoped right on Pinhead's head.
And Pinhead looks around, looks into the scope after he takes out one of the pins from his head. He looks at the dude. The guy's like, oh shit, he sees me. And then Pinhead throws the pin. It goes through the scope, and we assume it takes the dude out in the face.
Yeah, Pinhead takes the pin out of his head, throws it through the scope to hit the other dude in the head, thus turning him into a pinhead. Right?
Dislike you. Yes.
I mean, yeah,
no, you are correct. You are
that's
correct.
What happened. And that's when he starts taking off his fucking pins, and we see his new face. Oh wait, before we get there, I have a question. Hisoka and Pinhead, these guys are way above all the other people, right?
Yes.
Are they fucking part of Phantom Trope?
I don't think so. I think they're actually trying to be hunters. Actually, I don't know about Pinhead Man, but I think Hisoka's trying to be a hunter. He's just they're just creepy. I don't think
but they're so strong.
Yeah, man. Fucking.
And they seem not to have assassin qualities.
Yeah, man. So does Killua.
He's an actual assassin.
Yeah, but so is Gon. Gon's mad fast.
But these people are killing people. They're so strong. They're so buff. I'm kind of thinking maybe I think they might be Phantom Troop.
I don't know. I doubt it. Or maybe they're trying out for Phantom Troop.
I just feel they brought it up, so maybe it's kind of one of those things that down the line they're like, oh yeah, by the way, we're Phantom Troop, and it's bum bum bum.
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe it's not.
Or maybe Pinhead is. Maybe Hisoka's just following him. We don't really know.
But he takes off the pins, and what do we see?
And then he just starts going through this weird metamorphosis. His face gets all lumpy and creepy, and then he grows a bunch of hair. And then he has the most frightening fucking anime eyes that I've ever seen.
They're like those cat eyes, where the eyes are 80% of the body. They're like giant cat fish eyes. I don't know. Like I think that's the right way.
Yeah, they look like fish eyes. Like, yeah, no doubt.
But pretty much he went from handsome Squidward. You know what I'm talking about? Have you seen that meme?
Yes.
He went from that to
weird fucking anime character.
Yeah, I don't know. He's
and
like
then,
80% eyes.
And then he digs a hole instantly.
Dig a hole.
He gets in the hole and he's like, "Hey, I've already won. I'm gonna sleep in this hole."
Yeah, I'll wake up in a couple days. But his hands, they turn into like shovels, and he did that barehanded.
Yeah, he's just creepy. And then
you want to sleep.
Yeah,
underground.
And then it cuts to
Hisoka.
Yeah,
or Gon following Hisoka.
Yeah, well, it cuts to Kurapika and Leorio walking through the forest and like, "Hey man, we got to be careful." And they're like, "Yeah, no shit." And then it cuts to Hisoka walking, and Gon is like, "I'm gonna follow him." So Gon sees Hisoka on a cliff, and Hisoka does this weird like telescope thing where he's like, "I'm looking through my fingers."
Yeah, I mean, it kind of, I get it. It helps you focus in on a point.
Yeah, like I guess. And you
should try it.
I'm doing it.
It works.
Yeah. And then he's like, "Oh, this is interesting," and he sees Kurapika and Leorio. And then the announcer's just like, "Oh man, it looks like Hisoka has set his sights on Kurapika." He specifically says Kurapika.
Did he really? He didn't say Kurapika and Leorio?
I might be retarded and I forgot.
I think he says
I'm not
both.
supposed to say that word. Damn it.
It's alright. It slips.
But
we see, like, Leorio and Kurapika, and he fucking does the finger scope. That sign, the one that you put, if you put below your waist, it's completely different meaning.
Yeah.
And Gon's in the back. He's still sweating. He's fucking big, like not chilling, but still chilling. And I'm fucking excited.
That's the end of the episode.
I'm so excited. At the end of the episode, it's just like Gon says, "Let's shake hands." Hisoka says, "With a firm grip." I don't know why. Just the way he said it freaked me the fuck out.
I haven't been watching the Next Time on Dragon Ball Z
I've been watching the last, like if we're watching the 5 episodes, like the 5th episode, I'll see it at the end just because I'm kind of like, all right, dude, like what I think gonna happen? It's kind of like, oh shit, this is so cool.
All I know is that these next 5 episodes are gonna be they're gonna be some pop off episodes. Some good ones are coming. At least I think so.
Are coming. I don't know. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
Yeah.
And that's it. Those are the 5 episodes for our 3rd episode of Weebs at Work.
Yeah, it is. Hope you guys have fun. If you got
I hope y'all enjoyed it.
If you got anything to say, if you made it this far, thank you very much. And, if you want to leave a comment, leave a comment. If you like the video, like the video. I don't know, subscribe. I'm all about it.
If you have any criticisms, feel free, but constructive criticism.
Let us know. Twitter's in the description.
Yeah. Let us know. Tell us. Constructive criticism. If you just want to criticize and be an asshole, your comment's worthless. Put it if you want, but fuck you. No, not really. I'm sorry.
You're not sorry.
I'm not sorry.
All right, guys.
Y'all take it easy.
Yeah. Peace.
Peace out, y'all.